Have you ever sat in a biology class, listening to your teacher explain evolution, and felt like something was just off? Maybe it was the neat little diagram of a fish crawling onto land, or the idea that we're descended from monkeys. You're not crazy. The truth is, many of the classic evolution stories we were taught in school are either oversimplified, outdated, or just plain wrong. And the worst part? They're still being taught today. So, buckle up. We're about to go back to class and debunk 5 of the biggest evolution myths that your school probably taught you as fact. Let's start with the big one. Myth number 1, humans evolved from monkeys. You've heard it a million times. It's the go-to joke for creationists and the source of endless confusion. But it's fundamentally incorrect. No reputable biologist has ever said that humans evolved from modern monkeys. What the theory of evolution actually says is that humans and modern monkeys share a common ancestor. Think of it like a giant family tree. You and your cousin share a grandmother, but you didn't come from your cousin. You both branched off from that same grandmother at different points in history. That common ancestor of humans and monkeys lived around 25 to 30 million years ago. Since then, that lineage split into many branches, one leading to the monkeys we see today, another leading to the great apes, and another leading to us. We didn't climb down from a tree as a chimpanzee and suddenly start wearing pants. We are a distinct branch on a very old tree. So, next time someone says, if we evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? You can tell them, we didn't, and there are still monkeys because they took a different evolutionary path. It's like asking why your cousin still lives in the same town when you move to a different city. Myth number 2, evolution is just a theory. This one makes me wince every time I hear it. In everyday language, a theory is just a guess. I have a theory about why my coffee went cold. But in science, the word theory means something completely different. A scientific theory is a well-tested, widely accepted explanation of a natural phenomenon, supported by a massive body of evidence. Gravity is a theory. Germ theory is a theory. Relativity is a theory. No one says, oh, gravity is just a theory, so I'm going to jump off this building and see if I float. Evolution is a theory in the same way. It's not a hunch. It's the unifying framework of all modern biology. It has been tested by genetics, paleontology, comparative anatomy, and direct observation. We have seen evolution happen in labs. We have seen it in the wild with finches on the Galapagos and bacteria developing antibiotic resistance. Calling evolution just a theory is a rhetorical trick that misuses the word. It's not a guess. It's the bedrock of life science. Now, let's move to a visual myth. Myth number 3, the famous March of Progress image. You know the one. A line of ape-like figures, starting on all fours, then hunched over, then upright, and finally a modern human walking confidently into the future. That image is one of the most misleading diagrams in history. It suggests that evolution is a straight line, with a clear goal of becoming human. It implies that every creature before us was a lesser version of us, and that evolution is about progress and perfection. That's not how it works. Evolution is a branching bush, not a ladder. There is no end goal of becoming human. The fish that stayed in the ocean didn't fail. They are perfectly adapted to their environment. The Neanderthals weren't a stupid version of us. They had larger brains than modern humans and survived for hundreds of thousands of years. The March of Progress was actually drawn by an artist named Rudolf Zallinger in 1965 for a book called Early Man. It was never meant to be taken as a literal evolutionary sequence. But it became iconic. And it's still taught in textbooks and shown in classrooms as the story of our origins. The reality is far messier and more interesting. Our lineage is full of dead ends, coexisting species, and interbreeding. We didn't march. We wandered. This leads directly to myth number 4, evolution always makes things more complex. We tend to think of evolution as a force that creates bigger brains, more sophisticated eyes, and complex social structures. But that's a human-centric bias. Evolution has no direction. It simply favors traits that help an organism survive and reproduce in a specific environment. Sometimes, that means getting simpler. Take the example of the cave-dwelling fish. Some species of fish that live in total darkness have actually lost their eyes over generations. Eyes are expensive to maintain. They require energy to grow and keep working. If you live in a pitch-black cave, having eyes is a waste of resources. So, natural selection favored individuals with smaller, less functional eyes. Over time, the population became blind. That's evolution, but it's devolution in terms of complexity. The same thing happens with parasites. Tapeworms have lost their digestive systems because they live inside a host and absorb nutrients directly. They are simpler than their free-living ancestors. Evolution is not a ladder to perfection. It's a toolkit for survival. Sometimes the best tool is a simpler one. Finally, let's tackle myth number 5. Evolution happens slowly and gradually. This one comes directly from Charles Darwin himself. He proposed that evolution happens through a process called gradualism, tiny, incremental changes over millions of years. And that does happen, but it's not the whole story. In the 1970s, paleontologists Stephen Jay Gould and Niles Eldredge proposed a different idea called punctuated equilibrium. They noticed that in the fossil record, species often appear suddenly, remain stable for a long time, and then disappear. There aren't always smooth transitions. They argued that evolution often happens in rapid bursts, triggered by environmental changes or isolation. Imagine a population of lizards on the mainland. They are stable for thousands of years. Then, a few get swept on a log to a remote island. On that island, with different food, predators, and climate, natural selection works fast. Within a few hundred generations, a blink of an eye in geological time, those lizards can evolve into a completely new species. That's not a slow, steady climb. That's a sprint. Schools still teach the gradualist model as the default, but the fossil record shows that evolution can be a stop-and-go process. It's not always a gentle river. Sometimes it's a flash flood. So, what does this all mean? It means the story of life on Earth is far more complex, messy, and incredible than the simplified cartoons you saw in school. It means that science is always self-correcting. The theories we have today are better than the ones we had 50 years ago, and 50 years from now, they will be even better. That's not a weakness. That's the strength of science. It's okay to have been taught these myths. It's not okay to keep believing them once you know the truth. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to see more myths get dismantled, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm share this content with other curious minds. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. We're going to be tackling some common misconceptions about the Big Bang next, so you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and keep questioning everything. See you in the next one.